final week of WPIAL Conference Boys Soccer as Gateway and Central Catholic look to qualify for playoffs and jockey for position in the standings. Welcome you to Ante Marino Stadium here in the campus of Gateway High School as the Gateway Gators take on the Central Catholic Vikings here on Gateway Gators Productions. Thank you so much for tuning in this evening. I'm Spencer Witt. Gateway with a 3-4 record in conference play. And for Central Catholic, they're kind of sitting right behind them in these standings. Apologies, Gateway's a 4-4 record, and Central Catholic 3-5 in the standing. We'll talk about it throughout the broadcast, but Gateway currently sits in the 3 position in Section 1 of 4A boys soccer. Central Catholic sits in the 4th spot. Top 4 teams make it from each section. A win for Central Catholic would get them a guaranteed spot in the WPIAL playoffs. Gateway has pretty much qualified for the WPIAL playoffs. A win themselves would also guarantee it, as there's just one more match remaining after this one. But a win for Central Catholic would move them ahead of the Gators as a stoppage of play as Nick Lococo for the Gators goes down and a foul called. Gateway in the black jerseys this evening in the Vegas gold numbers. Central Catholic in white, going from right to left, and of course Gateway from left to right. Down the pitch for Gateway. All the way down and taken though by number 19, Jacob Crimmins for Central Catholic, and then sent over to the far side. A touch from a Gator, and then sent right back down where Lococo will be at it. Nick Lococo. Back to his teammate for the Gators. It's Brett Rossi who had it over there. Trying to move forward. Senkai Park was also in the area, but now Central Catholic with it at midfield. And the Vikings, last time these two teams squared off, it was a 4-3 win for Gateway in overtime on Central Catholic's turf. It was Lococo who scored the game winner for the Gators in that one, as freshman goalkeeper Maximo Estremera will leave it off for Brett Rossi to take the goal kick. Down the pitch, good ball for Gateway, and still with it. The shot taken and going wide. Right idea, though. That was Camden Simon. Or no, correction. That was Ryan Hellman for Gateway. 6 and the 0 look the same from my vantage point, but our camera crew catching that one being Hellman in the bright green cleats. And the keeper in the bright green jersey will send it for Greg Zagrocki, the keeper for Central Catholic. And down the pitch, really good ball over for number 11, Griffin Burns, but Burns can't get to it. Just out of his reach, it just skipped a little bit too far, and a goal kick for the Gators. A goal kick from Gateway. And throw in for Central Catholic right near their own bench. Into the air and a touch over. Drop back and now shielding away. This is a little bit new territory for Gateway over the last couple years to take on a Central Catholic team. Of course, Central Catholic, one of the larger schools in the area, one of the largest private schools in the Pittsburgh area. Gateway had moved up from 3A last season, along with a handful of other teams, them and Plum, and I believe Penn Hill is also moving up to 4A, as offsides is the call on Central Catholic. And a goal kick for Estremera. Estremera will take it himself. Actually, technically a free kick taken by the goalie. Estremera sends it forward, and Park gets a touch, but sent right back. Logan Pappert over to the far side, but Brett Rossi was right there for it. And a throw in. Number 16, Rowan Griffin. Just out of play from Park. Another throw in for Griffin. In front of Gateway's bench. Pappert. And a foul called on Central Catholic. Gateway with a free kick. Free kick, it's a quick touch. And step over on the near side. And down the pitch for a throw-in for Gateway. Their first real opportunities down on the offensive side for the Gators. Taken away. Trying to cross this one in. And too far for anyone in the area for the Gators, or for the Vikings. And a goal kick for Estremera. So Gateway, a 4-4 conference record, 7-6 overall. Their 4 wins in conference, an 8-1 victory over Penn Hills, a 4-3 overtime victory over Central Catholic, a 6-2 win over Hempfield, and a 4-0 win over Penn Hills as well. Their 4 losses are among the top teams in the section, Plum and Norwin. They both fell to. So a win over Central Catholic, 2 wins over Penn Hills, and a win over Hempfield. We had that Hempfield broadcast just a few weeks ago here on Gateway Gators Productions, as that one goes out of play for a throw-in for Gateway. You take a look at the standings. Plum, always a dominant soccer team. Norwin also pretty good at 7-1. Their only loss is to Plum. Those 2 teams, I believe, still have to square off. Gateway with a 4-4 record. Central Catholic is 3-5, Hempfield 2-6, and Penn Hills 0-8 in the standings. As this one towards the edge of the box and headed away by Central Catholic, and then out of play for the throw-in for Gateway. James Lococo, but a couple players were in his area. Griffin Burns was the one who took it away from him, and then Nick Lococo still fighting and still possession. To the far side. Amar Merrill Merriweather, yeah, correction. Sends that one out of play, and a throw in for Merrill Merriweather. Hellman to Park. Park on a desperation attempt just over towards the goalkeeper, but not a bad look from where he was at. Greg Zagrocki, was the one who collected it for Central Catholic. And the Vikings are looking to move forward. Looking to turn, but taking it away. Lococo twins. Stopping, turning. This is James. Another step over as a couple defenders start stepping up. And Hellman has it at his feet. Didn't realize it was going to be there. Good give and go. Good spacing now for Gateway. Flicked forward. They will get there and cross it in, but right back out from Central Catholic. Nice play from Max Fry to let that one continue to roll, and then he goes back and gets to it. Vincent Vagney over to Brett Rossi. And high into the air, where Rossi will try and track it down with a Central Catholic player, but it is won by the Vikings momentarily. Taken away. Senkai Park, and they want a foul, and they're going to get it. Foul called on Central Catholic. You talk about their record, 3-5 in the conference, and they're 3-9-1 overall. Their only 3 wins on the year were against section teams, the likes of a 3-0 victory over Hempfield, 5-1 victory over Hempfield, and a 6-0 victory over Penn Hills. They did drop the match to Plum, only by a score of 2-1. Plum, one of the good teams, one of the really good teams, I should say, in 4A, and one of the few remaining unbeaten teams in the WPIAL. Number down to, I believe, 6 teams unbeaten. As pretty much everyone playing tonight. Most teams are playing on Thursday as well. As this one down the pitch where Estremera will go get to it for the Gators. And then there's an optional non-conference matches that you have some time prior to playoffs starting late next week. As Central Catholic has 2 matches as this one's sent over and out of play for the Gators.
Okay.
Two non-section matchups against North Allegheny and Seneca Valley for the Vikings. Their last section match is later on this week on Thursday against Penn Hills. So Penn Hills, of course, mathematically eliminated from playoffs. Hempfield would need to win out and Central Catholic lose out to have any hope. As this sent over and just too high off the foot
Over the crossbar. Okay.
of number 23 for Central Catholic. That was Karai Leinbach for Central Catholic. As Estremera took the goal kick and then gets rolled back to him. So Gateway and Central Catholic, kind of a divide between the section, and pretty much shows when you have one team that has only lost 1 match and one team that has not lost a match in their section. Gateway and Central Catholic, their wins are against the teams below them. And of course, Hempfield, their 2 wins are against the team below them. So everyone just punching down, for lack of a better term. As Lococo will have this one for the Gators. Strike, but it's deflected away. A defender for Central Catholic got in front of that one. Another look at it. Jacob Crimmins was the one who got in front of it. And a corner kick, or correction, a throw-in right near the flag stand. And it goes out of play, and it'll be a throw-in for Central Catholic. Couple substitutions coming in for Central Catholic. Noah Hornung in for the Vikings. And Finn Beyer checking in.
At 6, Brian Lemon are in for the Vikings.
Down the pitch. And a touch, a bad touch at that one. At the feet of Estremera, who stands tall. Brett Rossi thanking his keeper for getting up to that one. A foul called. Rossi goes down. Griffin Burns is not happy with the call, was pleading his case with the referee.
Coco on the kick.
But a free kick for Gateway. Coco will send it forward. Oh, and Echegaray will fight for that one for the Gators, and Gators maintain possession. Another foul called on Griffin Burns. That one deflected off Logan Papert. He's going to feel that one tomorrow, and collected by Greg Zagrocki. Zagrocki will send it forward for Central Catholic. And a touch from Gateway. It does not go off of Noah Hornung, and instead it will be a throw-in for Central Catholic. Finn Beyer will throw it in. And a good touch and a good ball. Shot taken, and it goes wide.
Wide right.
Frustration for number 16 for the Vikings. Roan Griffin. What a touch and what a ball in for him. One-on-one with the keeper. A breakaway, and Griffin just sends that one wide. Estremera was caught in a pickle because he really couldn't go up for that ball. Did not have enough time to go up and get it or get to him. Just stayed on his line and hoped that he could go one way or the other, and instead it went wide. So an opportunity squandered for Central Catholic with 20 minutes remaining here. Down the pitch, where Estremera will go get to it.
Estremera.
Amar Merrill Merriweather down the pitch. Him and Senkai Park were not on the same page. The other side sliding in, though, and making the interception was Princeton White. No, correction, that was Max Fry. A good ball over Logan Papert for Central Catholic. Papert has Fry defending. Actually, that was Echegaray defending. Fry was there now. Central Catholic still with possession to the end line. Back in, looking for help. A shot taken, deflected once. Another shot deflected again. Dangerous ball in the air. As a foot too high there, and a call against Gateway. Another opportunity, though, for the Vikings. Another look at it here. From the cross from Finn Byer. And it was MJ Martella who was the one who took the next shot. Martella with it now. Him and Hellman. Into the air, really good ball again down. Central Catholic is doing a good job spacing themselves and working the open pitch. The defense will have to retreat, though, for the Vikings. Hellman turning, looking for open field, gets there, and then Park will have to try and get to it, but instead, it's back over for Central Catholic. One header.
At halftime, we will recognize members of the middle school soccer team from Gateway.
All the way back down where Estremera will go and collect this one. Nick Lococo will have this for the Gators. And the give and go and a little contact as Brett Rossi goes down. After sending that ball over to Vagney. Vagney goes and retreats for this one. Lococo. Good ball to Vagney. Vagney just too much on that one on the touch. Logan Pappert deflected. That was Luca Berry on the far side for Central Catholic, but out of play. And a throw in for Gateway. Down the pitch. And a couple of headers and a couple touches. Under 18 minutes remaining here in this first half. Down the pitch. Etchegari has to shoulder the Central Catholic player out. Another look at it. Finn Byer was the one who was going for it. And a goal kick for Gateway. Brett Rossi will take the goal kick. Couple good touches here for the Gators. Second header for Central Catholic. Now the captain, Justin Walsh, and now down the pitch for the Vikings. Through ball, crossed over, just couldn't get it.
Out of bounds, goal kick.
To the teammate, Lucas Conley. Another look at it here. Conley streaking in unmarked. Just couldn't get it to him, and a goal kick for Gateway. Rossi will decide to send it as far as he can. First touch and now possession for Central Catholic. Jacob Crimmins, Logan Pappert down the pitch. Good ball. Central Catholic has to go get it, though. And they're outnumbered, but only momentarily. Touch over. Pappert with a shot deflected. Goes out of play for a throw-in. Another substitution will come in for Central Catholic. Another look at Pappert on the strike, and it hit off Vagney's foot and skipped away. For the throw-in, very close to the end line, close to that flag in the corner, so just thrown into the box and a bad touch for the Vikings. For Gateway, the Vikings wanted a corner kick. No Hornung, kind of a half-hearted plea for a corner. But Rossi will send it forward. One header. Second ball forward for Gateway. And Zagraki will send it forward for the Vikings. They got a player sprinting forward. Possession, Central Catholic. Dropping that one off. A shot taken, and it goes wide.
Shot wide left. Goal kick.
The captain for Central Catholic taking that shot. Justin Walsh, another look at it here. You see Walsh with possession, takes the shot, and goes wide. For a goal kick. Central Catholic has had some opportunities early on. They're looking for another one. A bad goal kick that was intercepted, but only for the time being. Gateway with it. Nick Lococo, but defended by Walsh, and too much from Lococo, and a foul called. And so Lococo is going to get a yellow card. I believe he's going to get sent off, as Lococo will walk off the field. I heard the referee immediately call number 4 and send him off. The clock has stopped at 12:52. Now the referee will walk over. Now the referee talking, Mike Rue, about what had happened. Referee immediate with the card after the foul. So there was the initial foul, and I don't know if Lococo said something that would entail that happening. And they're arguing now, Gateway is, that they weren't allowed to sub anyone in due to the yellow. So he gets sent off for the yellow, and then no substitute was able to come in. Now the other ref letting a sub come in. This is an interesting predicament right now for Gateway. Senku Park comes back in for the Gators. Now they have enough players on the pitch. And a foul call, too much from Central Catholic. There are 11 players on the pitch for Gateway now. All the way down, and then offsides is the call. No Hornung, just offsides for Central Catholic. Ref still talking to the Gateway bench. And a free kick for Gateway. Hellman. Grant Karstetter checked in for the Gators. A couple more subs for Central Catholic. A throw in for the Vikings. 10.5 remaining here in this first half. In conference play, the penultimate conference match here for both of these teams.
Number 12, Grant
Has a foul
Karstetter
called.
is in for the Gators.
Troy Bowden is going to be knocked over and a foul called on Central Catholic. Free kick for Gateway. Into the box. A header. That one goes too far for a goal kick as that one lands right where the sand pit is for the long jump, which is completely covered in water now. That ball floating in the puddle that is over there. Well, the Central Catholic players almost went and got themselves into that puddle, which the referee telling them don't go into there. And a new ball sent out, but a new ball sent out for a throw-in now for the Gators. Thrown in and a header. Karstetter. And a foul called on Gateway.
Number 25.
Papper took the brunt of that one.
Is in for the Gators.
And he'll walk it off in a free kick for Central Catholic. Free kick, one touch. Who touched it? Central Catholic, last one. No correction, a corner kick. PA announcer saying it was a goal kick, but it was a corner kick is what the referees gave the signal for. So a corner kick for Central Catholic, their first corner kick of the evening. On the near side, plenty of white jerseys in the box. Estremera gets a piece of it. It goes back out. A touch, but too much on that one. It'll go out of play is Andrew Apelia going down, slipping on the on the track. Feeling that one. Handful of substitutions.
Lokoko and Ichigari back for
in
the Gators.
For the Gators. Lokoko is checked back in. Oh, and Echigari also in for Gateway. Rossi will get to it. Just a light touch. And out of play. A throw in for Central Catholic. Rowan Griffin will throw it in, and the coach for Central Catholic telling Rowan to be the one to throw this in, so it looks like it's going to be a long throw into the box. Griffin throws it in. One touch, back heel, but Estremera right there for it. For the Gators.
Escamera on that save.
Lococo. Good ball movement from Gateway. Down the pitch, helmet in the area. Touch though from Joshua Garfinkel. Off a shoulder of a Central Catholic player.
Number 7. Bobby O'Toole is in for the Vikings, along with number 1, Aiden Dugita.
That one collected by Estremera. Flick back over where Estremera will go and grab it again. So top 4 teams of each section qualify for the WPIAL playoffs here in 4A. 3 sections overall, so 12 teams if you're doing the quick math. Lococo fights for it at midfield. Plum and Norwin have guaranteed themselves a spot in the WPIAL playoffs. Plum taking on Hempfield right now as Lococo will cross it in. A touch from Central Catholic, and they'll move with it now towards midfield. Plum plays Norwin. There's a foul called on Gateway. Plum and Norwin square off in the last match of the year for both of them. What could be a section victory. Gateway, of course, a 4-4 record. Central Catholic, a 3-5 record. Into the box, header, and it's into the goal.
Goal, Vikings.
A goal for Central Catholic. There were a couple of bodies over there for Central. Logan Pappert was the one who scored for Central Catholic. And it's the Vikings who strike first here in this one. Logan Pappert scoring for Central Catholic. And a foul called.
Viking goal. Number 18. Time of the goal, 3:48. Logan Pappert. Number 1.
This one deep into the box now as well, a header. Ooh, good turn. The touch over, the shot off of the post. O'Toole sends it off of the post for Central Catholic. Correction, that was Logan Pappert who had sent it off of the box. Or off of the post. Another look at it. Oh, that was 7, number 7, Bobby O'Toole. Another look at it here, you see. The turn. And there's the strike from O'Toole. Almost bounced off of Estremera and in. As Central Catholic strikes first in a 1-0, looking for their second goal on a free kick into the box. Out of play, a throw-in for the Vikings. Thrown in. A header off of the field goal posts for football. Double doink. Hits the crossbar in the post. But a goal kick for Gateway. With 1:13 remaining here in this first half on Gateway Gators Productions. Forward and a header for Gateway. Back over for Central Catholic.
Less than a minute to go here in the first half.
Final minute here in the first half. Into the box. At the feet. Still at the feet. O'Toole, a shot, and he scores.
Number 7, at 25 seconds.
Bobby O'Toole with a goal for Central Catholic. Does the Ronaldo celebration. Another ball put into the box where it was one-on-one with a defender. O'Toole stands tall, and Central Catholic 2-0 lead here in this one.
Central goal scored by number 7, Bobby O'Toole. Time of the goal, 25 seconds. Bobby O'Toole.
Clock has not started. It is now starting. Now play will continue. The final 20 seconds remaining here in this first half. A wild end of the first half between Central Catholic and Gateway. Final 2 seconds. Shot taken. Estremera gets a piece of it anyway. It didn't get to the goal before the clock went down. And 2 goals for Central Catholic. 2-0 lead for the Vikings. We'll step aside here. We'll have the second half between Central Catholic and Gateway. After this here on Gateway Gators Productions. Back here on Gateway Gators Productions. 2-0 lead for Central Catholic. 2 goals late in the first half, and just watching the footage back on the first goal, it was Logan Pappert. The initial free kick was taken, and it was a header off of a Gateway Gators player near the box. They were trying to head it away from the goal, and instead it skipped off of their head and went back. Nothing Estremera could do. An own goal on Gateway, but they'll give credit to Pappert. He was the player who had touched it last for Central Catholic. And just a few minutes later, and about a minute before the end of the first half, Bobby O'Toole with the second goal to give Central Catholic the 2-0 lead. As it's sent forward. And a foul called. On Central Catholic. Camden Simon slow to get up for the Gators. Quick free kick. Zagraki will let that one go. For the goal kick, Zagraki takes the goal kick. Bad touch. Simon was going for that one, and it's out of play. Quick throw in for Gateway. Give and go from the Lococos, but too much. Second line of defense gets to that one for Central Catholic. Amar Merrill Merriweather has to go get it. Taken by Central Catholic. No call. at the feet for Gateway. Gateway coming out with a little more aggression here, a lot more oomph in this second half, trying to get themselves back into this match. As Hellman slow to get up for Gateway. He's still down and play is still resuming. And now a stoppage as Hellman is able to get up now for the Gators. Ryan Hellman for Gateway. One of the freshmen starting for the Gators. They have a couple of freshmen starting for them. Hellman, Sanku Park, also a freshman, and of course their keeper, Maximo Estremera for Gateway. For Central Catholic, unfortunately do not know the grade level of any of the players. The rosters we were given were just the numbers and the names, so no grade levels to determine how many upperclassmen or underclassmen are on the pitch right now for Central Catholic. A handball called against Gateway. Free kick for Central Catholic. They scored a goal the first time. Let's see if they can do it again. Is bouncing around. Estremera collects that one, though. Got a piece of it, had to retreat back to his line. Noah Hornung was the one who took the shot. Zagraki sends it forward. Hornung fights again. MJ Martella got flat tired there as his shoe almost came off on the back of his heel. Walking that one off. Estremera will come up and get to it. Lococo, his brother. Amar Merrill Merriweather taken away though. Good ball movement for Central Catholic. Merriweather retreats. And now it's swung out to the far side. Back out for Central Catholic. Touch, out of play though. And a win for Central Catholic will put them at 4-5 on the season in the conference. Gateway would drop to 4-5 themselves. I don't know the exact reasoning for a tiebreaker. As Gateway with it, a touch forward, but Zagraki is there for it. I'm assuming, and again, this is only assumptions, that head-to-head would be one of the differences in the tiebreaker. As the shot taken there, you see from Owen Echegari. Nick Lococo. Lococo still fighting for it and forcing the throw. Nice move from Lococo. Sliding in though, good stop from Luca Berry.
Bowden on the throw-in.
Troy Bowden throws it in. And some holding from Central Catholic and Gateway, or at least that's what Gateway is arguing. The call goes against the Gators. Camden Simon, who was arguing that the Central Catholic player, MJ Martella, was reaching behind him and grabbing him as well to try and shield him off of the ball. Deflected, past the sideline, a throw in for Central Catholic. Thrown in by the Vikings. Defense steps up for Gateway. Troy Bowden. Bowden fights. Merrill Merriweather, Rossi, and back into the air. Crowd trying to will this Gateway Gators team forward as well. Out of play, and it will skip past the end line, so a corner kick for Central Catholic. Corner kick for the Vikings. Into the box, bounces around, still at the feet, and collected by Estremera.
Estremera on the save.
Another look at it, you see a lot of traffic in there. And before the shot could be taken from Central Catholic, one going off of James Lococo and then bouncing over to Estremera. Central Catholic, a nice touch. Rossi steps up though and sends it out. Thrown in. Taken away by Gateway. Central Catholic with possession. Luca Berry sends it forward. Back heel, a good one. Gateway players converge on the ball, and now Central Catholic will swing it out to the far side. Players over there, crossed in, at the feet, still on the feet of Estremera until he dives on it.
Holding it strong to the Gators.
MJ Martello was over there for Central Catholic. Another look at it. Martella and Noah Hornung were also both there, but Estremera gets to it. Now Hornung, and it's out of play, or excuse me, it's now out of play. A beautiful night here in Monroeville, Pennsylvania. 54 degrees. Well, you ask me, I think it's a beautiful night. That's a fall night at the very least. One of the colder nights we've seen so far this October. As Bowden will take it. Bowden right there for it again. Lococo tries to get it to Bowden. Bowden has to run for it, and a foul called. They're going to call a foul on Central Catholic. The player who just did a cartwheel there on the foul, Roan Griffin, called throwing his arm out was the reason for that call. And a free kick for Gateway. James Lococo takes the free kick. Over the head of a couple people, and it'll trickle past for a goal kick.
Number 10, Aiden Haggerty is in for the Gators. Haggerty.
Aiden Haggerty checks in for Gateway. Another look at the goal or the free kick. over the head of Brett Rossi for Gateway. So Gateway and Central Catholic both in WPIAL 4A Section 1. I mentioned before, Plum, Norwin, Gateway, and Central Catholic are the top teams right now. A Central Catholic win will get themselves into the playoffs. Hempfield, I don't think that they could qualify. They would need a miracle beating Plum, with all due respect to the Spartans, and a win against Gateway in their final match of the year in section. You look at the other sections here in this one. Peters Township 8-0, Upper St. Clair 7-1. Cannon Mac is actually ahead of Mount Lebanon, a 4-4 section record. Mount Lebanon 3-5. Woodland Hills at 2-6. Woodland Hills and Mount Lebanon are actually squaring off right now. That's a really big match for both of those teams because Woodland Hills could leapfrog Mount Lebanon to get themselves into the postseason. Connellsville at 0-8. And the last section, Section 3, is this one still in the box for Central Catholic, or talking about in a second here, for the Vikings sliding over and now back out of play. So North Allegheny, the #1 team, 7-1. Fox Chapel 5-2. Seneca Valley 5-3. As Estremera will come up and get that one. North Hills at 4-3. Pine Richland 2-6, and Butler 0-8. Pine Richland has 2 wins in section play. One of them is against North Allegheny, a stunning upset as a player goes down for Gateway, trying to shield away the Central Catholic player. Another look at it here. Crossing in. Deflected off of Vincent Vagney, and offsides is the call on Central Catholic. .25 and change here in the second half. Gateway Gators Productions looking to cross this one in. Headed by Rossi, second ball off the volley, deflected off of Vincent Vagney. Central still with it. Pappert. Logan Pappert has a couple defenders on him. And out of play from Amar Merle Merriweather. A corner kick for Central Catholic. Good defense from Gateway, not letting Pappert get anywhere near the goal. But they'll be able to put this ball near the goal on a corner kick. Corner kick in. First header.
WPIAL back in for the Vikings.
Off Brett Rossi and back out.
13, Peter Reynolds is in for the Gators.
Peter Reynolds is checked in for Gateway. First time in the match for Reynolds. Foul called on Central Catholic. Owen Griffin, called for the foul. Take a look at the upcoming broadcasts here on Gateway Gators Productions. Football will be at the Wolverina against Woodland Hills. Vince Russo and I will be on the call of that one. Girls volleyball will take on McKeesport. Apologies. Adam Gusky and I will be on the call of that one. Girls volleyball taking on McKeesport is a ball into the box for Gateway and a goal for the Gators. Nick Lococo, after that ball sent into the box, Lococo gets the head on it. Past the outstretched arms of Zagraki and a goal for Gateway. Another look at it. Zagraki came flying in and Lococo just gets ahead and redirects it just in time. And got a brand new ball game here with 23:45 on the clock. It was number 4, Nick Lococo, who scored the goal. Injury on the pitch for Central Catholic. Finn Beyer is checking out and walking off the field. Substitution coming in for him.
Gateway goal scored by number 4, Nick Lococo. Time of the goal, 23:45. Nick Lococo.
Offsides is a call on Central Catholic. Griffin Burns can't believe it, but offsides the call. Quickly a free kick taken. Had some chaotic endings earlier this season with Central Catholic. Again, a 4-3 overtime win for the Gators in that one. Out of the reach of Rowan Griffin. Out of play, a throw in. Thrown in. Justin Walsh. Logan Papper to the far side. Griffin Burns, and Burns tries to get around the end line, and he'll earn himself a corner for Central Catholic with 22:15 on the clock. Papper will take the corner kick. In the box, Estremera at the feet still. It's out of play now, or out of, harm's way. Finally out of harm's way as well. That seems like the 3rd or 4th time that ball has just died at the feet of several players. Another look at it here. Estremera gets a piece of it. Just a bunch of players fighting for it.
Viking ball.
A throw in for Central Catholic. Deep ball over. Onsides is Central Catholic. Pappert right back out from Vincent Vagney. Hellman. Turning are the Gators. Down the pitch. Lococo is going to earn a corner kick. Or throw in, excuse me. Max Fry will throw it in for the Gators to Lococo. Lococo tries to get around the defender. Last touch from Gateway and a goal kick.
Goal kick.
For the Vikings with 20 minutes remaining. You're on Gateway Gators Productions. Ball taken away for Gateway. Nick Lococo forgot the ball that time. Out of play, a throw in. Gators quickly throw it in. Lococo trying to catch Central Catholic off guard in a corner kick. Corner kick for the Gators. They take a quick corner kick. Back over where it's collected by Zagraki.
Zagraki.
Zagraki will send it forward for Central Catholic. Nick Lococo. Good move from Lococo. Cuts it in. No one home. Bounces off a player, though, and a shot taken in a goal! It's Amar Merrill Merriweather with the goal. Ties this match back up for the Gators.
Merriweather at 18:43.
Another look at it. Off the left foot from the sophomore for the Gators. Scoring the goal, and we're tied with 18 minutes remaining. 2 goals unanswered from the Gators after giving up 2 in the first half. And a beautiful cross in from the initial strike, or initial cross, I should say, from Nick Lococo. And down to Lococo this time. Lococo's got speed. Good defense, though, standing him up. Garfinkel. The corner kick for Gateway, and the fans have tilted the momentum towards Gateway as well. A new life on the bleachers below us. James Lococo will take the corner kick for the Gators. That one goes by everyone. A little too much mustard on that one from James Lococo. And a goal kick for Central Catholic. Another look at the corner kick here. Really just no one in the area, no one able to even get there in time. Goal kick. Turning. And that one goes past the sideline. It's a throw in for Gateway. Quick throw in. Coco swings it down the pitch. Right back to his feet. Looking for his brother. That's down the pitch. Can Nick Lococo get to it? Or Zagraki gets there first. Merle Merriweather still with it, though. Goalkeeper off his line. Defense held tall, though. And a stoppage of play. Nick Lococo is slow to get up. Lococo, another look at it here. You see Zagraki got there first and head of steam from both of them. I don't know if his knee collided on it, knee-on-knee impact there. The reason for Nick Lococo to get up slowly. Good news, Lococo is getting up and looks like he'll be able to walk this one off. Clock had stopped at 16:38. Gateway had scored the first goal for the Gators and assisted on the second. He will have to come off due to the injury stoppage, at least for a moment. We're back underway, the drop ball and forward from Central Catholic. Camden Simon. Simon to Amar Merle Merriweather. Good move, crosses it in off a touch. Back for Gateway, Hellman. Forward, but Merle Merriweather couldn't get to that one. Gateway has had the momentum here in this second half. It's been all Gateway offensively. And the Vikings respond after a bad touch there, and Central Catholic trying to get to it. Rossi gets to it first. Good job to backtrack on that one. Griffin Burns still with it, though, for Central Catholic. Karai Leinbach. A strike taken, and Estremera will let that one go by.
Okay.
Nice touch from the ball boy back there, and a goal kick for the Gators. Nick Lococo is back on the pitch for Gateway after the injury stoppage. Central Catholic in possession now and on sides. Bobby O'Toole, who has a goal already. A throw in, though, for Central Catholic right near that Flagstaff. That one just goes by the left side of the Flagstaff, so a long throw in for Central Catholic. They're going to whip this into the box, high into the air. Bounces once. Second ball. Third ball at the feet, and it goes away. And Gateway will actually take it past the end line, and with the pressure, still moving with it, is James Lococo. Handball called against Central Catholic. Another look at the throw-in. He went past Bobby O'Toole. Deflected near Jacob Crimmins, but nothing on that one. Lococo. Header from Central Catholic. Can they counter? They got a guy down there. Oh, they had 15 wide open with space. If he could get it to him, not able to. MJ Martello was so frustrated after that one. O'Toole. Offsides is the call.
Offside.
.13 minutes remaining. We approached 9 o'clock local time. At the feet and past the sidelines for a throw-in. Nice spinorama there for Central Catholic, and now Vikings still with it. Flicked forward. Offsides is the call. Right idea.
Offside.
Another look I think just a little bit off. From that angle, it even looked like it too. For number 10, Justin Walsh, is a foul called against Gateway. Logan Papper will take the free kick. A lot of players in there for the Vikings. Estremera, though, will collect it just a bit too far on that one.
On that save.
Well, look, you see Estremera going up and gaining that. Bobby O'Toole in the area, but just too far for his liking. Quick throw in for the Gators. They're not going to be allowed the quick throw in. In fact, it's a substitution, their own team substituting. Amar Merle Merriweather slides back, or slides forward, excuse me, for the Gators. Down the pitch. It'll go past the end line for a goal kick. Another sub, this time for Central Catholic. Noah Hornung will check back in for Bobby O'Toole. Troy Bowden fighting in a throw-in for Gateway. Bowden with the throw-in. Logan Pappard steps in front of that one instead. Down the pitch, and past the sidelines for a throw-in. Under 10 minutes here in this second half. Still 2 apiece between the sides. That one right to Estremera, he'll collect it. Lococo. James Lococo. That one goes right off the head of the Central Catholic player. MJ Martella is going to feel that one. Martella was slow to get up earlier. And he's asking for a substitution. His coach isn't looking. The referee, though, was able to notice and signal for the substitute. And now, Martella's gonna step off real quick and walk this one off. Get checked out by one of the trainers. But a throw in for Central Catholic. Into the box. Swiped back in. Central on sides. They are. And out of play, a throw in for the Vikings. 8 minutes remaining. On Gateway Gators Productions. Thrown into the box for Central Catholic. A header past Estremera, and they score.
At 7:42.
It's the Vikings. Justin Walsh scoring for Central Catholic to break the deadlock, and I was just about to mention that no match in WPIAL Quad A soccer has ended in a tie. And Central Catholic going to try and not let that happen either. Walsh with the goal. And a foul called on Central Catholic.
Central goal scored by number 10, Justin Walsh. At 7:42, Walsh.
James Lococo into the box. That one goes just past a Gateway player over there. Brett Rossi was at the back post. Zagrocki had to let it go. He was not able to get to it. Another look at it, high into the air here, where over the hand of Zagrocki and then past the head of Brett Rossi, who was back post for Gateway. Noah Hornung. Out of play. Throw in for Gateway. Free kick. James Lococo will take the free kick for Gateway. At the 35-yard line, into the box. Zagrocki punches it, but it goes back. Good news, doesn't go to the net. Bad news, it's a corner kick for the Gators. Camden Simon will take the corner kick for Gateway, looking for help. That's headed by Amar Merle Merriweather, another header at the feet of Rossi, but sliding in. A shot taken, and it goes over the bar off of the volley from James Lococo. Another look at the chaos that ensued here. The header for Merle Merriweather, and then headed first in the air from Central Catholic. Oh, and Etchegary got a piece of it as well, and then back off that volley. Over the bar for the Gators. Under 5, 4 and change remaining. A bad touch, and Gateway with it. Now the reach. A throw in for Central Catholic. Central Catholic's got to be thinking go to the corner. Here in this one, that's exactly what they're going to try to do, but a throw in. A throw in for Gateway. No ball boy over there, so they had to go get that ball, which wasted valuable time. 3:50. Rossi with the header, kept in by Etchegary. Just sent forward. Again, Central Catholic just whipping this ball forward and just hoping for possession deep in the pitch. Just like that, a corner kick. That's a great job from Central Catholic. They're going to take their time getting this corner in. Referees, again, have the opportunity, the ability to stop the clock at any point if they feel that time is being wasted. But Justin Walsh will take the corner kick. Walsh with the corner. Central's looking for another goal to seal the deal, and it goes past for a goal kick. Or another corner kick, excuse me. Another look
Corner kick.
That one was headed by Brett Rossi. Another corner. This is taking a minute off of the end of this match here. Into the box for Central Catholic. A second header, and it's in. Karai Leinbach with the goal. And that'll do it for Central Catholic. Karai Leinbach with the goal. Another look at it here. You see him on your screen.
Central goal scored by number 23, Karai Leinbach. Time of the goal, 2:29.
So a goal for Leinbach. Central Catholic called for the foul. They didn't like it. The bench really didn't like it. They all jumped up into the air after the call. James Lococo deep down the pitch. First header, second from Echegari. Vagney with the header. Central's got to get forward with it. They got 2 minutes remaining. They need a goal now, pretty much. Vagney. Lococo. Echegari can't handle it, but he's got help behind him. Lococo deflected. Good defense from Leinbach. And even better defense there from Central Catholic out of the play. And a stoppage of the clock. A player was slow to get up for Central. Took the brunt of that swing. The clock is now stopped. No, it is not. It still hasn't stopped. In fact, the referee was whistling for the clock to stop. But poor clock management from the folks up here did not stop that clock after the initial signal. Now they got to talk about it real quick. .125 is what the clock is going to be at. Clock is still at 1:11. We'll see if how long it takes them to change this.
1:25.
Crowd signaling their displeasure of this.
Let's get 1:25 on the clock. 1:25.
Now we're down to zeros. There's 1:25. Only took them a minute 25, but the clock is set at a minute 25. The clock has started again, and now Central Catholic with it. A quick throw in for Gateway. Lococo trying to do it himself. James Lococo. And the ball forward, not able to get it to a teammate. Final minute to throw in. Nick Lococo at his feet. And this one shot taken, collected by Zagraki. Zagraki will hold on to this for as long as he needs to and as long as he can. Refs asking, or the players asking for the clock to check the time as to how long he has before he sends it forward, and he does. And down the pitch, Vagney back over, just trying to whip this forward. It's not gonna be enough though, and 20 seconds remaining. 2 goals from Central Catholic in the first half. Gateway had responded, but the game-winning goals, Justin Walsh had the game winner. And Karai Linebach sealed the deal, as that is it for this match. Central Catholic and Gateway's final home match of the season. The Vikings take it 4-2 here in this one. That'll drop Gateway to 4-5, and Central Catholic will go to 4-5. Again, I don't know what the head-to-head is. I'm assuming it's goal differential, or I should say the tiebreaker is head-to-head and then goal differential. If that's the case, Central Catholic would have the advantage. If it's overall record, Gateway will have the advantage. This is Central Catholic's 4th win. Their only 4 wins were in section play this season. As you look at the goals for the Gators on the evening, it was, again, Nick Lococo was able to get that one on his feet and into his head, and then Lococo had crossed it in, and a bad deflection for Central Catholic. Just unfortunate touch. But fortunate for Amar Merle Merriweather, who was right there for it to score and tie things up here in this one. But Central Catholic, the eventual winners, off of the goals again from Justin Walsh and Karai Linebach. That'll be it for this broadcast, for our entire broadcasting crew, and that'll be it for the Gateway boys soccer season here on Gateway Gators Productions. Our producer, Adam Gusky, our director, Lee Schaefer, and the Gusky and Schaefer family. I'm Spencer Witt saying so long, and thank you so much for tuning in here on Gateway Gators Productions. Good night, everybody.